Adventurous kids explore with education and learning what a wildlife is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovering Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West. Adventurous kids, learning and fun. Adventurous kids!
Today I'm going to tell you about fossils. Fossils are the remains or traces of ancient life that have been preserved by natural processes, from spectacular skeletons to tiny seashells. A fossil is a remnant of an organism. Imprints, tracks, and trails can also become fossilized, like dinosaur footprints or worm burrows. These are called trace fossils. Most of the time, when we think of fossils, we think of animal remains that have turned to stone over time. Usually fossils are at least several thousand years old and are found in the ground. Not every organism gets fossilized after it dies. As a matter of fact, it's a pretty rare occurrence. The word fossil comes from the Latin word fossils, meaning obtained by digging. How do fossils form? The animal dies, soft parts of the animal's body, including skin and muscles, start to rot away. Scavengers may come and eat some of the remains. Before the body disappears completely, it is buried by sediment, usually mud, sand, or slit. Often at this point, only the bones and teeth remain. Many more layers of sediment build up on top. This puts a lot of weight and pressure onto the layers below, squashing them. Eventually, they turn into sedimentary rock. While this is happening, water seeps into the bones and teeth, turning them to stone as it leaves behind minerals. This process can take thousands or even millions of years. Fossils can also form through a process called petrification, which happens when minerals replace previously living material. Wood and bone are often petrified, and so are many dinosaur fossils. In some formations, sharks' teeth are a common fossil. Sometimes, insects or small pieces of plants are found preserved in amber. This happens when animals or plants get trapped in sticky resin from trees, which eventually hardens into amber with the organism, plant or animal still stuck inside. This is called a body fossil. The study of life that existed in geologic periods many years ago is called paleontology. The scientists who study paleontology are called paleontologists. They mostly use fossils to learn about the past. Paleontologists say that most animals don't fossilize, that only a very small number of dinosaurs who lived will ever be found as fossils. Fossils can give us a lot of information about the past that we never would have known without them. What animals and plants looked like, where animals traveled, what animals ate, and more. Body fossils are the most common type of fossil. Most body fossils are of hard parts such as bones, teeth, claws, shells, branches, and woody trunks. They can range in size from huge dinosaurs to tiny living objects that has to be viewed through a microscope. Dinosaurs eggs are another type of body fossil. In these eggs, you can find fossils of baby dinosaurs. Other types of fossils form when an animal dies and is immediately covered by earth, mud, or sand. The covering slows decay down to a qual and eventually turns to solid rock. The hardest parts of the animal, stuff like bones, teeth, and shells, don't decay for thousands of years. When they finally do, they've left a lasting impression in the rock. That's a mold fossil, or hollow print. Sometimes, water will bubble up through the earth, filling a mold with minerals. Over time, the minerals harden into rock, leaving a cast fossil. A cast fossil looks just like the original bone or shell. Sioux, which is one of the largest most extensive and best preserved Tyrannosaurus rex specimens ever found, at over 90% recovered by bulk. It was discovered on August 12, 1990 by Sue Hendrickson, an explorer and fossil collector, and was named after her. The Brea Tar Pits are a group of tar pits around which Hancock Park was formed in urban Los Angeles. The Brea Tar Pits are one of the world's most famous fossil localities, which more than 100 excavations have been made. We have excavated over 3.5 million fossils from the tar pits. Fossil collecting is the collection of fossils for scientific study, hobby, or profit. Fossil collecting, as practiced by amateurs, is the predecessor of modern paleontology, and many still collect fossils and study fossils as amateurs. Professionals and amateurs alike collect fossils for their scientific value. In Florida, it is illegal to collect vertebrate fossils excluding shark teeth without a permit from lands owned by the state. State lands include the bottoms of navigable waterways like rivers, lakes, and some streams. A permit to collect vertebrate fossils on state lands can be obtained through the Florida Museum of Natural History. There is a $5 fee per year, and the permit holder agrees to report their vertebrate fossil finds on a yearly basis. Oh, by the way, the fossil record is just a fancy term for the sum total of what we know about fossils. An area where skeletal remains are found is called a bone bed. Thanks for watching this Adventurous Kids episode.
What did you learn today? Adventurous Kids! Adventurous Kids! What was the most interesting fact? Adventurous Kids! Adventurous Kids! Adventurous